Have you ever found yourself sitting across from someone, a close friend, a partner, or a colleague, and they assure you that everything is fine? They smile, they nod, they say all the right comforting words. But somewhere deep down, you feel this subtle, creeping tension. You can tell that behind this calm facade lies a hidden wall, a quiet resentment, or a secret left unsaid. On the surface, the picture is flawless. But if you're someone naturally attuned to emotional cues, your internal radar picks up nothing but static. You feel the dishonesty not because you dislike the person, but because their words claim one thing while their inner state conveys something completely different. And by the end of this seemingly peaceful conversation, you feel utterly drained, as if your energy was slowly siphoned away. Your mind isn't playing tricks on you. The human body and subconscious cannot be fooled by a perfect facade. Today, we are going to dissect the anatomy of this hidden static. We'll look at how our intuition decodes micro-signals of deception in milliseconds, why superficial connections drain us on a biological level, and how unspoken secrets warp the subtle energy of our connections. And most importantly, we'll talk about the heavy tax we pay when we ourselves live in a state of suppressed truth, trading our own vital force just to keep the peace around us. Why do we pick up on this dissonance so clearly? It's because our nervous system is a highly calibrated radar, shaped by millions of years of evolution. When a person is completely genuine, their brain operates in an energy-saving mode. What's on the inside matches what's on the outside. Their facial expressions, gestures, tone of voice, and breathing are all perfectly synchronized. But the moment a mask slips on, when someone chooses to suppress resentment, hide a major secret, or fake a polite alignment, their brain experiences a massive spike in what psychology calls cognitive load. The prefrontal cortex is suddenly forced to multitask. It has to simultaneously crush real emotions and simulate fake ones. This demands an immense amount of mental processing power, and the system inevitably begins to glitch. Our brain, specifically through the high-level visual cortex, decodes these glitches in milliseconds. We notice the micro-delays before they speak, the split-second flashes of their true emotion, and the stiff, static quality of their gaze. Because their brain is overwhelmed with maintaining the facade, it loses the natural, fluid micro-movements of a living, honest thought. But this is only the physical surface. On the subtle level, human connections are not just an exchange of words. When two people are genuinely aligned, an info-energetic structure, a sort of shared morphic field, flows freely between them. In phenomenology, most notably in the works of Martin Heidegger, a hidden truth isn't just a personal secret. It is a direct disruption in the fabric of shared reality. When someone harbors a hidden agenda, it acts exactly like a dense, foreign object dropped into this mutual space. A suppressed truth becomes a knot of stagnant, blocked energy, behaving like a blood clot in the energetic veins of the relationship. You might not consciously know their secret, but on a subconscious, somatic level, your body slams into this invisible wall. Your own brain then forces itself to work overtime, trying to decode the hidden threat. We aren't just exhausted by the person. We are drained by the immense weight of their unaligned energy. Up until now, we've been looking at how we detect the facades of others and why their static drains us. But let's be entirely honest and turn that mirror around on ourselves. We all find ourselves holding back, hiding our true feelings, or offering a polite "everything is fine" when, on the inside, things are burning or falling apart. And sometimes, we have no other choice. We keep secrets or hold back the truth, not because we are bad people. Often, it's a way to protect our boundaries, to guard a vulnerable part of ourselves, or to shield the world around us from collapsing. But this safety comes with a hidden tax that we pay every single day with our own bodies and minds. In cognitive psychology, there's compelling evidence that a hidden truth isn't just an abstract thought, it is a physical reality. Groundbreaking research by Professor Michael Slepian at Columbia University revealed a fascinating phenomenon known as the physical burden of secrecy. Scientists discovered that the brain processes a heavy secret exactly like an actual physical weight. In these studies, when participants were holding a significant secret in their minds, their bodies reacted as if they were carrying a heavy load. They literally perceived the world as more exhausting, judging hills on a screen as steeper and distances as farther. A hidden truth quite literally drains our physical vitality. When you live in a state of suppressed, deconstructive truth, your prefrontal cortex is working in an absolute state of emergency around the clock. An internal red panic button is constantly flashing. Don't slip up. Maintain the facade. Control every single word. You are burning through an immense amount of vital force. Energy that should be fueling your health, your creativity, your joy, and your growth, just to hold back the floodgates. And here is the ultimate paradox. Just as you decode the masks of others, the people around you subconsciously feel your defense mechanisms. They may not know your secret, and they may not understand what you are hiding, but they unerringly pick up on the static tension and the invisible wall you've built to protect that secret. As a result, the connection begins to fracture anyway. You spend all your power guarding the stage curtains, while inside, you're left completely drained of energy. If you have watched this far, you most likely understand the sheer depth of this internal fracture. And this is where we inevitably face a heavy, almost existential choice. Sometimes we remain silent and maintain a comfortable illusion, not out of weakness. We do it because we know with absolute certainty that if we speak the truth right now, our entire world, the life we spent years building, will shatter into pieces. Relationships will break, destinies will shift, and the price of that truth feels utterly devastating. Speaking up in those moments feels like jumping from a plane without a parachute. It is terrifying, and so we make a choice. We choose to stay safe, to protect the stability around us and the peace of those we love. But we pay for it with a different currency: our health, our inner radiance, and our pure vital force. We literally take our own life energy and barter it, day after day, for external peace. There is no right or wrong answer here. No one has the right to judge a person for protecting their world the only way they know how. But it is vital to at least look inward and acknowledge this transaction. Yes, I am choosing to stay silent right now. This is my conscious choice, and I am paying for it with my energy. Simply bringing this awareness to the surface can soften the internal pressure. But on a deeper, subtle level, a hidden process occurs. When we live a lie or suppress a massive truth for years, we literally create parallel realities. One where we are authentic and one where we wear the mask. Maintaining these split worlds requires an unimaginable amount of personal power. So sometimes it's worth asking yourself one very quiet question. Is the destruction we so desperately fear truly the end of the world? Or is our ultimate nightmare spending our entire lives guarding an artificial stage, long after we've outgrown the play and run out of air to breathe? Perhaps what looks like total collapse is actually a painful, yet necessary, clearing of space for something genuinely alive to finally take root. So, how do we begin to eliminate this psychic friction and restore our inner resonance, especially when we're the ones carrying the suffocating weight of an unspoken truth? First, radical honesty begins gently in the dark, on a deeply personal level. Before we utter a single word to the world, we can simply look at ourselves in the mirror and finally call things by their real names. It's about letting go of the polite excuses we use to wrap our pain or our choices. The moment we choose to be completely honest with ourselves, the energetic split begins to heal and our personal frequency recalibrates. Second, it helps to remember that breaking the silence does not mean tearing down your entire life in a single day or forcing dangerous, explosive confrontations. You can step into this slowly, microdosing the truth where it feels safe, expressing a minor, withheld feeling, setting a small, honest boundary, or speaking your mind in a low-stakes conversation allows you to treat this honesty as a muscle you can gently retrain. And when the time comes to reveal a heavy, hidden truth, the focus can shift entirely to your intent. Speak not to destroy or to defend a mask, but simply to reclaim your life space. If a direct confrontation feels too devastating right now, there are safer ways to release it. You can write it down completely unfiltered on paper, or let the emotional charge move through your body, allowing that stagnant energy to finally shift. The moment you choose transparency, your world will inevitably begin to transform. Yes, false connections may naturally fall away because they can no longer survive in your clear, unfiltered light. But in their place, genuine alignment will finally find room to grow. By choosing to no longer barter your vital force for an artificial peace, you quietly reclaim your voice. Let yourself finally breathe in your own clear light.